In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front struts on this GMC Yukon. Let's get started. Take a 22mm socket and remove all 6 of your lug nuts. With those off, remove the wheel. And now with the wheel off, you can see the 2 bolts down here, which you can still get from underneath. 15mm headed bolts, remove them both. Now from the top in the engine bay, you can see the top of the strut right there. There are several wires that are secured to these bolts, or the studs, I guess, from the strut. So we'll just have to pull these up and off so we can actually get to the strut bolts. There we go. Usually you just wiggle and pull and they'll come out. This one's a little more stubborn, so we'll have to get a pry tool. There we go. All right, now we have 3 18mm sized fasteners holding the top of this strut on. With an extension and potentially even a swivel, you can easily get to them. You may not need the swivel though. Now you can use a large pry bar to pry the suspension down, and while you do that, push the strut back. There we go. And once you get it past this lower part of the control arm, you should be able to kind of just wiggle it until it drops down. But then don't keep going down. You want to come up and out through the upper control arm. There you go. There's your strut. At the bottom of the strut, we'll have to remove these old J-nuts if you plan on reusing them. I'm going to reuse them since mine are in decent condition. You could also install new mounting nuts. I just used some pliers and pried them out of their little slot. There is a slot provided on the new strut for these if you wish to reuse them. There we go. On the new strut, all you have to do is just line them up and press them down. Perfect. Now take your new strut, slide it down, kind of reverse the procedure you just did. You're going to want to line it up at the top. All right, so I got it in. Now I'm going to take a rubber mallet and tap it from the bottom. That should allow it to drive itself in more. You may not always need to do this, but I'm going to. I'm also going to pry down on this control arm. Now line up the 2 bottom bolts with the mounting nuts on the strut. Snug them up. Now torque these. The torque for them is 37 foot-pounds. Now I'm going to put a floor jack underneath the lower ball joint stud and jack this up just to put pressure on the top of that strut. That's it. I don't want to go any more than this. That way we can properly torque the top with pressure being put on it. Start all the mounting nuts on and snug these all up. The torque for all 3 of these will be 37 foot-pounds. Don't forget to put all this wiring back on here. Just resecure all these retainers so that nothing gets caught on anything that it shouldn't. Let's get the wheels back on. Put on all 6 of your lug nuts, and then in a cross pattern, torque them to 140 foot-pounds. (140 foot-pounds) in a cross pattern. Here we go. And it's always a good idea to double check them. This time you don't have to go in a cross pattern though. All right, now take it for a road test and of course, get an alignment.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.